Hello, my dear children. I hope you all are fine and studying at home as well. Dear children, your English literature book is also changed, which I will show you. And whatever I have given you in the previous videos, if you have written all those in your fair copy, then you need not to worry about it. You can staple that portion and leave like that. And whatever matter I will give you to write now, you can continue in the same copy. And my dear children, in this book, I'll be beginning with the third chapter. After completing the third chapter, then we will begin with the first, second and so on. The starting point is an extract taken from the book The Race of My Life, written by Milkha Singh. You can say that it is an autobiography of the world-renowned athlete, who was also known as the Flying Sikh. The film Bhag Milkha Bhag is based on Milkha Singh's life. Now let's begin our reading. Starting point. 3 fortunate incidents that occurred in January 1953 when I was a new recruit in the army changed the course of my life. After the morning roll call one Saturday, there was an announcement that a 6-mile race was to be held the next day. All 500 recruits would participate in this event. The top 10 would be exempted from fatigue duty and be given a glass of milk every day during the training period. The next morning, we reported at the starting line wearing canvas shoes, vests and khaki shorts. The whistle blew and we set off, filled with a sense of mission. I ran as fast as I could. The reward of getting a glass of milk was a big treat for me, as I had suffered great want and deprivation in my childhood. I took the lead in the first 2 or 3 miles. I would rest a while if I felt tired and then run again when I saw others catching up. Luck was with me that day, and I finished 6th in the race. In the lesson, Milkha Singh explains about 3 fortunate incidents that occurred in January 1953. My dear children, when he had recently joined the armed forces, one day after the morning attendance, an announcement was made that there would be a 6-mile race the next day, and every recruit would participate in race, and top 10 would be free from duties such as cleaning, cooking, etc., and will be given a special reward, a glass of milk. The next morning the race started, and dear children, Milkha ran very fast. Since Milkha was very poor and had faced many difficulties in his childhood, a glass of milk was a big motivation for him. He gave his best and finished 6th in the race. The names of the 10 recruits who qualified were announced before a large gathering of almost 300 people. Friends, even strangers, widely applauded and thumped me on my back, shouting shabash. I was quite overwhelmed by the attention and appreciation I received that night, and this incident became the starting point of my career as an athlete. As part of our training, we had to run 6 miles every day. I eagerly looked forward to the end of the practice sessions when we would get the promised glass of milk. Our instructor was Havaldar Gurudev Singh, who had been with the army for about 15 years. Although his task was to train new recruits, he was a good runner himself and he continued to participate in races. In front of a large crowd of almost 300 people, dear children, Milkha Singh's name was announced as he had qualified in the race. He was very happy to receive attention and appreciation by the people. All these things encouraged him to determine his goal and to become an athlete. During training, Milkha had to run almost 6 miles every day. Havaldar Gurudev Singh was the instructor who had a great experience of 15 years in army. His work was to train new recruits. He himself was a very good runner and he used to take part in various races. Gurudev was a taciturn, no-nonsense kind of a man. His tough exterior hid his softer, gentler side. He would run with us during training sessions, prodding us with a danda, that is stick, shouting, "Run, boys, run! Run for our regiment." I strongly believe that he was instrumental in motivating me to strive to become a world-class athlete. Even today, when I think of his danda, I bow my head in respect. And here it explains, Gurudev was quite reserved and a serious man. He seemed to be tough from outside, but actually he was a very kind and soft-hearted person. He used to push the runners with the help of a stick. Milkha Singh still believes that his stick played a major role in boosting him to become a world-class athlete. And, dear children, he still respects that stick. I hope this much portion is clear to you. My dear children, keep on reading and studying at home to understand everything whatever we teach you. Take care and have a nice day.